if you were out and about during the eclipse, I think you only saw the best of people. And then if you're holed up in line on social media, you only saw the worst. The cat's out of the bag. Arkansas is a great place. People are coming. So we have an obligation to our community to grow in the ways that we're comfortable seeing it grow.
Yeah.
Because if we do not, I promise you, there will be other people that will. And those people are like Walmart, Tyson, the corporations.
Yeah. Everybody just came together. I saw all kinds of people this weekend, and it was good to see like a melting pot of people just coming together for one thing, and I think that's what Russellville is. It's all of us, not just certain groups, And I think if we working together, we can do much more. Keep it in mind. Let's say the city wouldn't have planned, and just, nothing's going to happen. And then 100,000 people show up. The city's still going to be in trouble. Why didn't you guys plan? Why didn't you guys prepare? And when we prepared, people were still mad. Or like, where are all the 100,000?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't.
Yeah. No, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
I guess in that aspect, it's a lose-lose of just what people are going to say about you.
Yeah.
But great effort, I'd say. I think it was okay. So we had like the city planning for the eclipse, right? Like how to handle potentially up to 150,000 people. That's a lot of people for Russellville.
Yeah. Yeah, we're 30K.
Yeah. Imagine if, I don't know if 150,000 people came. I would doubt it, I guess. But they never said it was going to happen. In fact, we did a podcast with Christy Graham, who was in charge of planning a lot of it. And
yeah.
I asked her, like, is that really going to happen? She said, I don't know. But we're going to be ready if it does.
Yeah.
So.
I think the city, I believe the city did great. The leaders.
They did not, or they did?
I think they did.
Okay.
No, they did great planning for this. I saw them myself. I saw leaders out there getting ready, moving stuff around, and I'm like, okay. One thing is seeing it, one thing is hearing about it, So it just changes your perspective. We're like, okay, these guys are really about it, So to me, I think that I saw the fire department out there, the police department just ready, the guys on bikes, just, it's to me, it's always better to be ready, There's a phrase in Spanish, it means, es mejor prevenir que lamentar, which it translates into, it's better to be ready than to, lamentar means like just be sad about it or just kind of like, man, I should have planned,
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously for businesses, especially kind of in the downtown suburb here, whatever, like I imagine it was pretty good for them. There was a lot of people down there.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, especially kind of like leading up to, I wasn't out here Monday. You were out here Monday. Were there a lot of like, were you here Monday?
My wife came. They came to see the astronaut. She just sent me the clips.
Okay, got you. So Monday, was it pretty, I heard it was pretty crazy down here.
It's pretty busy. I saw a video too from Jonathan with Diamond Ridge. There was like a countdown. It was like hundreds of people just here at the depot. So you could imagine it spilled all around. So
yeah,
there was a big traffic line heading back to Clarksville. They told me there's a big line going back home. So there's people that did come that day, and but I didn't hear of anything unusual. Everything ran smoothly. So I think it all came down to the preparedness of the city.
Yeah. So no, it was cool to see. Just that whole weekend here, like it kind of gave you an idea of what the community could be like, like, okay, they've shut off some of the roads to through traffic on the weekends. People are walking around.
Yeah.
There's stuff going on. And I saw a lot of people online talking about like, man, we should do this more, we should have more events going on. And I think we should, like it's going to be good for the local economy. I think some businesses may have over prepared, but hey, that's okay, right? Like,
yeah.
Like again, better to have prepared and not have been ready for something that could have been really, really big. I mean, it was pretty big, and the eclipse itself was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
We weren't down here for that, but
it was great. Yeah, we were up at my brother-in-law's, and It's a big yard with no trees. Um, I started hearing about the eclipse here. Oh, it's gonna come to Russellville a few months ago, and then it was getting closer, and then it was the day or the weekend of. So I was ready for Monday, and I think it was a great experience. Like not even if you see it on video or pictures, experiencing it yourself, it's like a spiritual experience. Like I was like, what the heck? This is like a movie, you know?
Yeah.
So it was great. It was great to enjoy with my family, my kids. Um, yeah, once in a lifetime experience. They say we won't have one until another 20 years.
Yeah. Well,
At least here.
There will be another one in 2040 something crossing in Arkansas. I don't know if it'll be exactly here, but yeah. But they're pretty rare. Like it's pretty rare that it's going to happen again so soon.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't know if there's one for a while. But no, I mean, so the lead up to it, I think a lot of people got sick of hearing about the eclipse. And to be fair, like, yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, there's this thing that's happening. Nobody has any control over it. There's a lot of hype around it. Some people just did not want it to happen.
Yeah.
But you can't stop, these things from happening. And I think it's really important to be mindful of how you or where you consume your media and who you're listening to. And overall, I think Facebook is a horrible place to try to consume things on. Because again, like you're on social media, so much is going on there. But no, I think the mayor, and I haven't met the mayor, but you said you saw him like picking up trash downtown. Like the people in our community.
I saw him several times because I started coming out here on Friday, just checking it out, with the kids. Saturday, every time I drove by, one time I saw him like taking out trash, and then yesterday or Tuesday morning, it's kind of raining. I parked in the front, and I just saw a guy moving some barricades, and I was like, "That's the mayor."
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like. They say lead by example, so I thought that's pretty cool to see the mayor out there just being hands-on. And not just him, but several other city leaders, and I think that's what it came down to, just coming together for this great event. And now Russell was on the map. I know some people might think it's a negative thing. Oh, now they're going to come and mess up our city. But you know what? Like, if you receive people with open arms and you show them love, that's contagious.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that people will bring something bad or anything. If anything, people want to come out here and just escape whatever else was going on, And so I think, if you just are welcoming and you just show love, like I think that can go a long way. And now Russellville is on the map because my buddy called me, "Hey man, you're on the news out here in Orange County, California."
Oh, the video of you was on the
no. He's like, "Hey man, you guys, Russellville's on the news. Did you get married too?" Because I guess there was a mass wedding at the complex.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, "Did you get married?" I'm like, "No, I already did it, bro." Like, but I mean, Russell was on the news nationwide, and I think they have a lot of good things to say about our town. I did see the NASA director that came. I forget his name, but he was like, "You know what? All I have to say is good things about Southern hospitality." He said, "You guys been great. Everybody's been nice to us." So, so they saw that. So I think it was a great opportunity just to show who lives here.
So. Oh yeah. No, I mean, I if you were out and about during the eclipse, I think you only saw the best of people, and then if you're holed up in line on social media, you only saw the worst of people. Like, there's two dynamics, and even leading up to it, there's a whole lot of fear of like, again, what is this going to bring? But like as a community, I think we, for the most part, we met it head on.
Yeah,
handled it. Now it's like, okay, time to move on, figure out what to do from here. And if you were somebody that maybe was fearful of the eclipse, or in general, you don't want Russellville to grow. First of all, I completely understand. Like, I don't want to see, and Obee, you're from LA, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to see Russellville become something like LA.
Yeah, definitely not.
Because you came from here to there, or to here from there. But here's the deal. Russellville, and in general, like, people are coming to this area. Like the cat's out of the bag. Arkansas is a great place. People are coming. So we have an obligation to our community to guide it to grow in the ways that we're comfortable seeing it grow.
Yeah.
Because if we do not, I promise you, there will be other people that will. And those people are like Walmart, Tyson, the corporations.
Yeah.
I heard B-Dubs is coming back. You know B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings?
Mm.
So they're coming back to town. They have a giant building over on Parkway. They used to be here. They left, blah, blah, blah. They're coming back. So, this is part of the reason why I'm doing this with you and everything we're doing here is because I want to do my part in Russellville's going to grow. So it's just a matter of how is it going to grow? Is it going to become is it going to look like Fayetteville one day? Is it going to look like Little Rock one day? Is it going to, hopefully neither. Hopefully we're able to keep what's special about our area and have it grow in a sustainable way and not a way that just too much growth too quick is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Potentially. So I don't know. Definitely don't have the answers, but I'm glad that there are people right now in the front of the community, like the mayor, like Christy Graham, Chris Abington, with what they're doing with Co-Create. There's a lot of people, countless names. Yeah. Sure, we could sit here and just list off 100 names.
I saw many of them. I don't know them by name.
Everyone here downtown,
Yeah. Everybody just came together. And I honestly, overall, I think it was a great thing, and it's sparking other ideas. Like you said, people are mentioning, let's do something every month. I saw all kinds of people this weekend, and not just from outsiders or tourists, but people that I've seen elsewhere, other business owners. They were here, and it was good to see a melting pot of people just coming together for one thing, And I think that's what Russellville is. It's all of us, not just certain groups, And I think if we working together, we can do much more, so keep it in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But overall, this podcast episode, just about saying good job to everyone who, was out on the front lines, even all the build up to it, the planning, the preparation, making it happen. And, for everyone else, like me in a large part, I wasn't very involved in the preparation. I was kind of your average everyday citizen. I think this shows us a glimpse of the future that we can build together. It's going to take everybody. It's going to take people being open-minded. And ultimately, I think when you're dealing with, there's obviously a lot of different viewpoints in our community, and that's a good thing. Some people want to see it go this way. Some people want to go this way. We're going to have to come together. Right now, the country is divided.
Yeah.
Right? And the only way to unite is to come to the middle. And that's going to be kind of scary, going to kind of hurt, because your viewpoint ultimately probably isn't the exact way that we're going to grow. And we have to come to the middle, figure out where that common ground is. I think we saw great examples of it here in Russellville over this past weekend. Excited to see where it all goes. Yeah, how should people, Obee, how does the average person, I don't really know the answer to this, how do they stay involved? How do they contribute? How do they, I don't know, I'm just trying to think. Follow our page, of course, that's.
Yeah, it's just integrating everybody, hearing everybody's thoughts.
Yeah.
Respecting each other. Lending an ear to, okay, what does this person have to say? It makes sense, it doesn't, but we can still have respect for each other. There used to be the agree to disagree, or what is it, right?
Agree to disagree.
Now it's it's too beyond that boundary, they don't believe like me. Forget them.
Yeah.
But if you agree to disagree, we'll be fine. Okay, we have some differences, but we agree on this. Let's move forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Now, the thing that I like about downtown, it's not, when we talk about downtown Russellville, it's such a small portion of this, it's very small considered to the rest of the town. And there's this idea with all the businesses and all the people that don't really come downtown, downtown's hard to park at, it's who cares about it. But here's what's cool about downtown, it is a central gathering place for the entire community. You can choose to use it or not.
Yeah.
But you see every type of person down here, like we saw this past weekend. And it's not the most important part of Russellville by any means. Every part is equally important, looking at You know, like the north side of town, Independence that's kind of like the heading to the west side of town. You know, it's all equally important. But right now I guess right now downtown's kind of like this central gathering place. And as we grow, I think we'll find more of those places where become these more areas of the town that we can utilize for those purposes. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say, about the Eclipse. I think overall it was handled very, very well. It was, I understand like why people were a little bit afraid of it or didn't want it to happen, but hey, it's over. We're all good. Some businesses made a lot of money, which is good for our economy. Like that's going to be taxed and go back into the economy. And there's definitely a lot of lessons to learn from this. I hope somebody breaks down like the whole thing, like how many people actually came, how did we do compared to surrounding towns, and just learn from it. Like there's no negativity around that. Let's just learn from it, get better, and move on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely saw people out there. I saw a lot of people just coming down. I saw people with their vans, booths, setting up even outside of downtown. That's how I got my the called chicharrones, pork rinds, pork rinds.
Chicharrones.
No, chicharrones.
Chicharrones.
Barbecue. They don't have the brand or nothing, so it was just pork rinds. So I don't know who to call if I want to restock, but. Definitely, I saw a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, man, here. Like, it's just a lot of people just trying to make something of themselves or offer something to people. So I think that's great. Like, for a small town, I come from a big town, and to have this in a small town, I think this is great because that's what's going to keep it going. Innovation and just creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just happy to be somehow part of that.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, thanks for listening to this episode of Eleva and Level Up here at River Valley Town Square. If you haven't heard of River Valley Town Square, go check it out on Facebook. It's sort of like the umbrella for Level Up and Eleva. And Obee, anything else you want to say?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that sees the vision that we have here, and thank you for supporting us and sending your good vibes always. And this is just the journey right now. Thanks for joining us in it. So I can't wait to see where we'll be at this time next year. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you in the next one.
Peace.